What is happening, Turbo Toys here? And boys, it's that time of the week again. It's Turbo's Tag Team Tuesday! Yes, boys, representing Wwe Mattel Elite Series 38 flashback action figures, Bradshaw and Farooq, the APA. APA meaning Acolyte Protection Agency, consisting of a team of JBL, which is Bradshaw, and of course Ron Simmons, which is Farooq. Now the team first come together as the Acolytes, as the Undertaker's henchmen in the Ministry of Darkness, winning a total of 3 WWE Tag Team Championships. And in the year 2000 they rebranded themselves as the Acolytes Protection Agency, or the APA for short, and adopted a bodyguard protection for hire type gimmick, where other wrestlers would pay them to watch out for them. So they did dish out a few beatings, if you know what I'm saying. But before we get into this one, guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you'll never miss out on the next videos. Right! As we take a look at the guys in the box, we can see that they're both the first time in the line. Maybe not the attires we was expecting, which is a big shame. But at least we do get a decent amount of accessories with each of the figure. As we see here, Bradshaw comes with a folding chair and a breakaway table. And then we've got Farooq, who also comes with another chair plus the door that they would make people knock to come through, even though there was no walls actually surrounding the door. Amazing. I did really like the style of this box. I thought it was like quite a nice colour contrast, but as we see, it does display the same picture on the side of the box as it does with the picture on the front of the box, and as well on the other side. And then on the back of the box, it's got the boys looking like they're going to dish out some brutal punishment for a good price, of course. And also it shows when these attires were based, their career highlights and all the other guys' statistics. Farooq also has instructions on how to build the door frame. Instructions, am I right? But of course, boys, please feel free to pause the video and read these at your own pleasure. Now as we get these fine gentlemen out of the box, we're going to jump straight into the accessories. So, the boys come with quite a few accessories, and it involves a bit of DIY, but don't worry, you ain't got to get your hammer out or anything, so let's get into it. Here we see Bradshaw's accessories. He's got the breakable round table where basically they would just sit there and drink beer and play cards. And of course he actually would need somewhere to sit, so he also comes with his APA folding chair. And of course Farooq's got to have somewhere to sit, so he also comes with another folding chair. And as well he comes with a famous door and frame that would bring so many funny segments. This is actually a fully functional door as well, and you can also take the window panel out, so if you wanted to throw your figures through that window panel, you actually can. So at least by having this set, your other action figures should know that there's someone that can protect them. But they've just got to bring beer or money. As for the figures, I will say this, that the head scans are probably like one of the best things about these figures. But let's get into it. As soon as we take a look at Bradshaw, we see he's got his long black hair plus the goatee. And they've even added the detail in the earrings. Now for an older scan, I think it captures his look pretty well. If I'm being a little bit nitpicky, I would say that maybe the head scan needs to be raised up a little bit, because it just looks a bit lower down. Now as we move on to his torso, we see he's got the APA logo on a painted t-shirt, plus on the back it says "Don't take this whipping personally," which is actually quite a watered down version of what it actually says in reality. Now these figures do actually have variants where they do have sleeveless shirts, but as you can see this one's got the full design. Now I think sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And then we see here he's wearing a pair of black gloves. And then we see he has a plain standard pair of jeans. Now we have seen these mould used for the likes of like Harper and the Hogan Elite. As for looks, like to be honest, I'm really not digging it, to be honest. You can see where they've patched up for where they would have had Harper's bandana. But yeah, not a big fan of how it looks. And then we can just see that he's just got a pair of black boots. And as for Farooq, you know, another decent enough head scan representing Ron Simmons and how his hair looked with the goatee. It has got some great sculpt work, and you would be able to tell it's Farooq. You know, but again with the painted on tee, there's a few times I like seeing painted on t-shirts, mainly if like the figure has got a jacket over the top of it. But for some reason I really don't like the look of it on these two guys. Plus, the bicep there is just like, there's some sort of quality control issue with this one where the arm just looks like it's hanging off. I'll have to take a look at that, but he's got exactly the same t-shirt design as Bradshaw, plus the black gloves. And then he's wearing his blue jeans. Now I will say that this design is a lot better than what Bradshaw is wearing, but I also think they might benefit from maybe having like a lighter, drier brush over the top of them, a bit like the Triple H Attitude Era figure. And of course he's finished off with his black boots. But boys, like I said before, Bradshaw and Farooq, they're 3-time tag team champions, you know, feuding with the likes of Kane and X-Pac, the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys for the tag team championships. And I feel like these figures were somewhat based on more of their backstage segments. And if you ever go back and watch them segments, they do give us a few laughs. And they are both now recognised as WWE Hall of Famers. But would I recommend these figures? I've got to be honest in saying that when we found out we were getting Acolytes back in the day, I was expecting them to be in their ring gear. So to see these for the first time was quite a blow on what I was expecting. Even though these figures do still hold a decent enough price, I don't think I could turn to you and say that these figures are absolutely fantastic, so I probably would not recommend them. Damn! But what would I do to change them? I mean, like I said before, I was expecting in ring tyres, so to have that would be absolutely awesome. But as for these guys, instead of painted on t-shirts, maybe have you like cloth goods sleeveless shirts, and maybe just dry brush a bit of detail on the jeans. Try and make these figures really stand out as much as possible. Now, I did make these guys as the Acolytes a while ago, and it was pretty much how I was expecting these figures to be. But there is still time for Mattel to produce a set of figures like this. And hopefully, with the way Mattel has gone as a company since the release of these figures back in 2015, any new design is going to blow these out of the water. Let me know what you guys think of these APA. But that's going to do it for this one today, boys. So, if you enjoyed the little review, don't forget to like, comment, and give that subscribe button a big clothesline from hell. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram @TurboToys, where you can see more of my custom work. But until the next video, boys, I will see ya when I see ya.